Liverpool fans, strap yourselves in. What we're witnessing right now is a transfer masterstroke unfolding in real time. While Newcastle United believed they were laying the foundations for a terrifying new attacking duo, their dream may have just walked straight through the doors of Anfield instead. From Isak silence to Ekitike switch, this is a saga with twists, power plays, and one clear winner. Let's break down how Liverpool not only snatched Hugo Ekitike, but might also have accidentally convinced Alexander Isak to force his way out of St. James' Park all in one perfectly timed move. Newcastle's Alexander Isak plan backfires as Liverpool wins transfer war with Hugo Ekitike move. Liverpool fans, strap yourselves in. What we're witnessing right now is a transfer masterstroke unfolding in real time. While Newcastle United believed they were laying the foundations for a terrifying new attacking duo, their dream may have just walked straight through the doors of Anfield instead. From Isak's silence to Ekitike switch, this is a saga with twists, power plays, and one clear winner. Let's break down how Liverpool not only snatched Hugo Ekitike, but might also have accidentally convinced Alexander Isak to force his way out of St. James' Park, all in one perfectly timed move. Just over a week ago, Newcastle United had what looked like a genuinely bold plan. The vision, a devastating strike partnership, Alexander Isak and Hugo Ekitike, with Isak having proven himself as one of the Premier League's most technically gifted forwards, and Ekitike bringing pace, flair, and potential. It made sense, on paper. Manager Eddie Howe was ready to take things to the next level. He wanted goals, depth, flexibility, and Ekitike was the man to bring that. But the strategy fell apart before it even began. While Newcastle tabled a bid for Ekitike, Eintracht Frankfurt didn't budge. Within days, Liverpool, under the guidance of new head coach Arne Slot, swooped in. Their bid, only slightly higher, was enough to get the deal moving fast. Suddenly, what looked like Newcastle's move to block Liverpool or build a frightening attack had completely backfired. The striker they wanted was now headed to Anfield, and Isak, feeling uncertain and unsettled, was left with more questions than answers. Then came the signs that all wasn't well on TNS-IDE. First, Isak was mysteriously left out of a friendly against Celtic, reportedly due to speculation around his future. Then, Newcastle dropped a bombshell. He wouldn't be traveling to Asia for their pre-season tour. Official reason, a thigh injury. But fans and pundits alike weren't buying it. Why now? Why miss a crucial period just weeks before the season? Was it really a knock? Or was it the first sign of a player preparing to force a move? Let's not forget, Liverpool are the reigning Premier League champions, with ambition, infrastructure, and one of the strongest squads in Europe. They've been quietly shaping up this summer. Arne Slot has impressed behind the scenes. Luis Diaz, Darwin Anese, and Harvey Elliott are all linked with moves, freeing up wages and squad space. And now, with Ekitike in the door and funds available, Alexander Isak becomes a realistic and potentially game-changing option. The most ironic part, Newcastle's initial bid for Ekitike might have been an effort to scare Liverpool off Isak, but all it's done is show their cards and made the Swede look for an exit. Right now, Eddie Howe is staring at a very uncomfortable situation. If Isak leaves, Newcastle will begin the season without a clear no backup striker of Ekitike's profile, and an unhappy dressing room. From dreaming of Isak and Ekitike, he's left with neither. The Premier League doesn't wait for anyone. Howe's worst-case scenario has suddenly become very real. Now let's talk about the winners. Liverpool, even with just Ekitike, already look like they've pulled off a savvy move. But with Isak reportedly open to the move, this could quickly turn into one of the smartest double striker deals we've seen in years. Slot gets Ekitike as a developmental striker with world-class potential. The option to rotate or replace Nene in future tactical shifts. And, if Isak joins, a Premier League proven No.9 who fits Liverpool's fluid attacking identity like a glove. This isn't just about names, it's about strategy. Ekitike is 22, explosive, raw, and ready to grow. Isak is 24, refined, intelligent, and versatile. Together, they can become Liverpool's new long-term frontline post-Salah, post-Firmino era. Add in the fact that Liverpool remain well within PSR limits, and it becomes clear, this club has played their cards perfectly. Let's rewind. A week ago, Newcastle were plotting domination. Liverpool were supposedly panicking. Ekitike was the pawn in a bigger game. Today, Newcastle have no new strikers and an unsettled Isak. Liverpool have Ekitike, funds from potential sales, and a realistic shot at Isak. The mood around the clubs couldn't be more different. The Premier League is brutal, and smart moves win trophies. Liverpool just proved again why they're a step ahead. So, is Alexander Isak about to wear the red of Liverpool? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. This was not how Newcastle imagined their summer ending. And if Isak does move, fans won't forget that the first domino was the Ekitike bid. Liverpool played the game and won. From a tactical standpoint, Isak is a dream fit for Liverpool. His off-the-ball movement, intelligence in tight spaces, and ability to drop deep or play on the shoulder mirrors the qualities of Roberto Firmino in his prime. Unlike Darwin Núñez, whose game is built around chaotic energy and vertical aggression, Isak is smooth and calculated. He offers a variation, a finesse option, perfect for Arne Slot's system that values fluidity and positional rotations. Ekitike, on the other hand, is raw but fearless. At Frankfurt, he showed flashes of brilliance, confidence in taking on defenders, a knack for hitting precise finishes, and physical strength to hold off challenges. He's far from the finished article, but in a Liverpool environment, training with the best and given defined roles, he can thrive. Think early stage, Sadio Mane, or Divock Origi, but with a higher technical ceiling. Slot's attack, bolstered by these two, suddenly looks versatile. There's potential for a 4-2-3-1 with Isak up top and Ekitike in a second striker or wide forward role. Alternatively, a front three of Diaz if he stays, Isak and Salah is frightening. Add in young talents like Ben Doak and Cade Gordon, and Liverpool's forward line is both deep and future-proof. Newcastle, meanwhile, will be licking their wounds. Eddie Howe's side has been lauded for smart recruitment in recent seasons. Bruno Guimaraes, Sven Botman, and of course, Isak. But this saga exposes the fragility of their forward planning. They were too slow with Ekitike, and now, their star forward may have one foot out the door. What happens if Isak forces the move? Newcastle will be left scrambling with just weeks until kickoff. Alternatives like Ivan Toney or Dominic Calvert-Lewin are either overpriced or injury-prone. The reality is, there are very few players available who can replicate what Isak brings. That's why Liverpool are acting, and why Newcastle look vulnerable. And then there's the human side. Players talk. Ekitike choosing Liverpool sends a signal. It tells young talents across Europe that Liverpool, even post-Klopp, is still the place to develop. That Anfield still holds weight. That the pull of trophies, European nights, and elite coaching remains irresistible. Isak has every reason to want to join. A club with ambition, a style that suits him, Champions League football, and a clear vision. Newcastle offered him a platform, but Liverpool offers him a legacy. In the end, this isn't just about transfers, it's about momentum, vision, and execution. Liverpool are building with clarity. Newcastle, they gambled and lost. And as pre-season rolls on, all eyes now turn to Alexander Isak. Will he stay and salvage the wreckage? Or will he become the latest star to light up Anfield? Whatever the outcome, one truth is already clear. Liverpool has already won the battle. Whether they complete the double swoop or not, they've shown the league and the world they're still playing chess while others play checkers.